patron, take them away.
Okay, guys, let us have a little look at the DAX, shall we? And why? Well, it's Monday morning. It's just gone 9 o'clock. You'll be able to see that when I flip the screens on in just a second. And there was a little bit of a news announcement that was a non-event. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and capitalize on that because it may well be getting primed to do something. So let's find out. Let's walk this over. Okay. So if you haven't been here before, I am Scruff. Sitting next to me is Wonderwink. Who hasn't decided to put her clothes on yet. Why do you always walk around with no clothes on?
I have no clothes on.
Really?
Am I naked?
I bet if I pull that, you are. So, what you see here is real life. There's no rollback charts. There's no sort of cherry pick charts. It's in the moment and it's live. What I also do to back up what I'm saying is I also tell the guys in the squad exactly what I'm doing before I do it. Now, earlier on this morning, put in the strengths and they can see what currencies are, whether there's anything of any interest. Well, there's none of the majors looking to play at the moment. So it comes into the market pick. So these are the best of the bunch. So it's sort of JPY versus the CAD. Why? Well, one's the strongest, one's the weakest. And then if you look on the change of strength, there's been a big gulf there. Okay. Now, there is a caveat to this. I always look at CAPE. It's kind of my go-to market, which is on the bias. So at the moment, I do have an eye on that. It's telling me to wait and say it's a fair trade. So it's not the best trade, but it'll be all right. But the one that's ready is the DAX, which is here. It's telling me to buy it and it's saying it's good and it's saying wait. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just sort of hanging fire a little bit so I can see what's going on, but they know what it is. But it looks like it's coming into play now. So let me just have a little look at this and we shall see. You can see it's all marked out ready and I'm caught between this zone and this zone because I like to work between zones. Let's have a look at a 15-minute chart. Well, what's the 15-minute chart? Same. Well, that's a bit nicer. It's shown me the break. It's pushed down. So I'm kind of looking around this area for an entry. So let's drop this down onto 5 minutes. And if I do a candle count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's the top of there. So it's the top of that candle that I am looking potentially for an entry. So if I look to buy this on the top of that, which is there, like so. Let's give it a little tick or two above it. Right, okay. So now what we see, what can we look at? Well, it's quite an easy trade, to be honest. It's broke off here. It's pushed up. It's come back down. It's gone into a range. And now I'm expecting the continuation to push up again, up into this zone here. Now, if I get 50 quid out of this, in other words, 10 pips or whatever, I'm quite happy, you know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the price a little bit. Well, what does that mean? It just means every time it moves further down, I'll kind of trail the order behind it till it gets tagged in. And then that'll give me a baseline. Once I've got a baseline, I can then start working out additional orders if I want to sort of add into it. Now, there was a debate earlier on about staging an order. And there's a bit of a backlash on it. And it's everyone to their own sort of thing. I don't believe in going 100% into market on the point of entry. I think it's stupid. And I'll explain why. If I put a full position on here of £20, I've then got nowhere to go. I have to ride it out to either the stop or the target. That's it. I've got no decision making whatsoever. So to me, that's not trading. That's just taking a punt. Now, if you're going to build up a position, you want to build it up in your favor. Well, if I start adding orders here, here, and here, well, what I'm doing is I'm increasing the exposure, but reducing the upside. Because if the target is here, and I enter here, well, it's got nowhere to go. Whereas if I did it the other way, and I entered here, well, my stop's sort of down here somewhere. Well, that's got less to go to the stop, so it costs less. If I enter here, it's only got to go to there, costs me less. If I entered here, it's only got to go to there, costs me less. But if it's got to go from there all the way up there, it's going to make me so much more. Likewise, if I enter here, it's going to make me more. So staging backwards is actually common sense. What it is, if I put it into business terms, if I'm buying 1 unit, I'm going to pay a certain price for it. If I buy 2 units, I want a discount off the second one. If I buy 3, I want a discount off the third one. That's kind of how I used to buy things when I was in industry. You know, the more you buy, the better price you get. Well, the more units I'm buying, the better price I'm getting. It's reduce the exposure, but increase the upside. Same way I used to do it before. So bulk buy, more profit. Principle is exactly the same. Now, with this, I do have a bias to the upper side. So we're just going to play it out. Catch you in a minute. Okay, guys, hope you're well. I've got to go into a meeting now, but as you can see, we currently got some decent amount in the bag. It's risk-free because the stops are here on both of them, and it's either going to stop me out or run off up into target. But either way, I've been paid, and that's why I carve, because I've already got that in the bank. Now, I'll just let it play out, see how it goes. When I'm day trading, I'm looking to get out as much as I can relatively quickly. And if I get little runners like this, it'll build up another position, you know, because I ain't swing trading. I don't want to hold this for a long time. I just want to get in, get out, and go away. And be risk-free as quick as I can. So I'll let this run, and I'll come back to you later on when I've finished off with my meeting. And we'll see if it's good, bad, or indifferent. Okay, guys, I'm back. It's currently 12:20. Finished my meeting. Just flick this back over. Just while we've been sort of having a break and one thing or another, went back in. I was stopped out originally, but replaced the orders back in. As you can see, it's only these that are running at this moment in time, and it's done quite well. And there's the stop out, it's giving me 136. Now, at this moment in time, I'm kind of humming and hawing as to whether or not to pull this, because it's getting to a stretch point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this order here off. This one. Just going to get rid of that. Just so if that comes back, it's not really going to sort of take all the money away. And we're going to pull that up into about 80 quid. Kind of there. So that my wages is now hit. Because I look for about 200 a day. So I have £75 locked in profit here. And if we look back here, that's £25 over my sort of target. And then I'm just going to follow this up. And when it stops me out, it stops me out. Simple as that. So let me run it out. Because I'm going to have a quick coffee. Sort of chill out a little bit and just see if this will run. Catch you in a bit. Okay, guys, just stopped out. Am I worried? No. Will it move higher? Possible. Has it paid me? Most definitely. So, nothing running. No orders in the wings. 249 quid. I can live with that, you know, because what I'm trying to do is trade relatively safely, you know. I don't try and hang into the market for massive amounts to be a hero. I'm here to be paid. And that's the fruits of my labor. I don't need to do anything more today. I can just carry on and just have an easy time with things. Nice, simple way of looking at it. And the trade itself was very simple. You know, zone to zone, picked the direction, stuck to the conviction, waited for a clear entry signal, and then just manage the trade. Easy. So that's another one on the bedpost. It is going to be a relatively quiet week this week because it's running up to Christmas. So I'll maybe do another couple, see how we go. If you're stuck, do ask your questions. I will do scruff answers. So just drop it in the comments below. What's this? Blah, blah, blah. And I'll try and clarify it for you. But in the meantime, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one, guys.